Welcome guys to another video. Now, today we're gonna do more Beastman games, and as you can see, recently I played on my main account once again, and I purchased all DLCs, and I actually pushed my ranking with Beastman and Britannia. Surprisingly, because I don't really main either of the faction in the past, but I just really enjoy playing them, and the reason why I like to play Beastman because of these guys. I just love to play Centaurs. They're very squishy, and you definitely need to be really cautious about playing them in the early game. But man, they're gonna do so much stuff in the late game, and if you can manage to have a couple of them survived all the way to the end, they are amazing. Now let's dive straight into this game and introduce my opponent's army. This time we are fighting the Orcs, the Greenskins, and the Lord in command here is none other than Zach himself, Veteran, and he is actually rocking Whack, Foeseeker, Soul Blight, Spirit Age, and all that good stuff. And then we have all the way on the left flank, one unit of this Night Goblin Squeak Hoppers, which is pretty good. Very good light cavalry AP damage, and they're gonna do a lot of hurt to infantry. And here on the right flank, we have two units of Goblin Wolf Riders. Now these guys are amazing. They are probably one of my favorite skirmish units in the game. They have really good range. They can basically do a lot of hurt to my Centaurs with throwing axes if I'm not macroing them well. And here on the right flank, we have one unit of Orc Ball Boy Beacons. Now these guys used to be the bread and butter for the Orcs, especially in game 1, but in game 2 they are just not that impressive in my opinion, but they still have a lot of charge bonus. They still has a lot of AP damage, and they still do anti-large. But the thing is, I want you guys to pay attention to here. As a shock cavalry, their melee attack and melee defense are really not that impressive. On top of that, they only have 60 armor, which is also not really in their favor. Even though they got buffed a little bit recently in terms of the leadership. I think their base value was 60 or 65-ish, but now they have 3 more, which is pretty good. But they're still really squishy though. And here at the back, we have very good infantry units of Savage Orc Beacons on the flank, Orc Beacons and Black Orcs. Now these guys are really the bread and butter for Greenskins. Whenever you play Greenskins, your infantry is gonna be where it's gonna shine. And also at the front, we have some Savage Orcs, Night Goblins. Both of the regiments are renowned. And then we have Skulkers, and we have Lasty Arrows. They're pretty much very solid army here. And definitely a typical army you want to bring against Beastmen. And we have one more Orc Arrow Boys. Now Orc Arrow Boys has a lot of AP, which is also really good. I have to mention that. And for my army, I have 3 throwing axe Centaurs, 4 weapon Centaurs, and 2 spears, and alongside with 1, 2, 3, 4 more, and I believe one of them was shields. So 5 normal spears, 1 with shield, and 1 Bastical Hearse, actually another one with shield. Alright. And for my caster, I have a Brave Shaman of Beast, and with some Manticore and Flock of Doom, and Jagger Dagger, and also Kazarak, the one eye on the chariot, rocking that juicy Dark Mail, which is gonna be super good against the likes of a Spirit Lich whenever he's engaged in melee. And there you go. Let's get this game going. Now this is a rare matchup because I don't really play either Beastman or Greenskins that much lately, but since I played a bunch of Beastman when I'm grinding the ladder. So yeah, hopefully we can see this matchup a lot more in the future. Now I'm basically pushing in with my box, like with my blob. This is definitely everything I've got. Every juicy use are here. Imagine if there's something like a Marcos net. Okay, imagine if there's a Marcos net here, and then a flamestone and maybe a chain lightning on top of it. That's gonna be a disaster. And actually that happened in one of my Beastman against Empire game. I got 3 Sentinels got deleted by the combo of Marcos net and Flamestone, which is incredible. And I lost that game, of course, but it was a valiant defeat. But if I not lose 3 Sentinels straight away, I would definitely win that game. But let's jump back to this game. I'll focus right now. So I know Orcs don't really have AoE net. That's the reason why I can do something like this. And also I know that I really don't have a good way to get rid of those Goblin Wolf Riders. So I just basically drop a Flock of Doom onto them and see how things go. Meanwhile, I'm actually trying to use these 2 spears because right now all of these guys have stock. So which means the only thing my opponent can see are these guys. My opponent can't see any of my infantry. Even these 2 currently are hiding. So, and also I'm hiding that Bastigo Hearse as well, because I know that if I can get the right engagement, they can actually dish out a lot of damage. But if I can get a bad engagement, such as against Night Goblin Squig Hoppers, that Bastigo Hearse is gonna just go. So it's definitely not good. I like that Azak finally decided to go ahead and do some scouting, which is pretty good. Like if he actually land on one of my Angler Spears, that would be the end of them. And here I don't really have a good way to engage this army straight on, because I know that with Whack, these guys can dish out a lot of damage, and my Sentinel's really not gonna have a fun day. And also, I know that Greenskins are very capable in terms of melee fights, so I really need to be more cautious and get all my stuff ready and go, because right now I'm just basically positioning my infantry into the right angle. And here I don't like this move here, because these savage orcs are pushing into the front, and I believe, okay, as long as these guys get pulled back, they'll be safe. Alright. Now Sentinels are moving in. You can see the command being given, and those chariots are about to come in as well and do a touch of damage. And here Kazarak actually getting focused down a little bit, but Sentinels are coming in. Sentinels, 2 of them are coming in to the rusty arrows. There you go. And nope, they decided to retreat, because the reason why I want to pull them back is because they're gonna just get butchered by everything here. So I don't really want that to happen. And also I'm just trying to use my chariots, because chariots can do a lot of hurt to all these infantry units. And right now I'm just trying to bait that Whack, but so far I didn't bait Whack. So one of the things you want to engage Greenskin players is that you want to do some initial skirmish first and try to bait out the Whack, and once the Whack is gone, then you can just do a full-on engage. Here, this guy's about to charge into the Skulkers, which is nice, and also together with the Chariot, these nasty Skulkers are a little bit out of position and about to die. And now we're gonna see this glorious charge from the Chariots and the Sentinels with great weapon. There you go. Absolutely butchering these nasty Skulkers. Look at all these guys. And also all these angry walks are chasing in. And here as well, I did some more charge damage onto these light goblins, which is nice. And then I'm just gonna retreat once again. And here, Sentinels are coming in once again onto the last Skulkers. And there's a big Flock of Doom got casted here. The Skulkers already got shattered, and yeah, pretty good stuff. And here, this is a really favorable matchup for me, because I got an anti-large Ungor Spearman Hearts onto the juicy Orc Boy Beacons. Now, spears are probably the worst unit they can fight. They're gonna die so fast against Ungor Spearman Hearts, even though they got a charge off. You see that they're just thinking they're gonna lose straight away. And here, all my Sentinels actually got hurt a little bit, and right now they're retreating. But they killed half of the Warlord boys, and they also managed to shatter those lasted Skulkers, and also they beat up the Light Goblin Swick Hoppers. So it's not a bad engagement by any means. And now spears are coming in, which is nice to basically provide that ammo and for my Sentinels to just get away. And here we have a really big blob here, and the Sentinels fighting Orc Boy Beacons alongside with Light Goblins and the Savage Orc Beacons and Savage Orcs. And these guys are still staying put, not really involving. I think I need to bring them in straight away. But anyways, I guess I don't really want to do a full engagement just yet. I still didn't see Wag got popped for some reason. I don't think my opponent actually popped Wag. Like, this is really cautious of him. And I kinda like as well, because just saving the Wag for the right moment. And there you go, I summoned a Feral Manticore. And right now Cherry is about to diving into this engagement here. There you go, sideways diving in, and didn't do a whole lot in terms of damage. Sentinel throwing axes are coming in, tossing some throwing axes, and all of these Sentinels actually just about to wrapping around into the flank. Now this is the moment of things you want to do when you actually outnumber your opponent in terms of cavalry. You just want to basically wrap around and occupy the back line. That's exactly what you want to do, and with the help of those chariots and Kazarak chariot, and also the help of some Manticore, all these Savage Orc Beacons and Savage Orcs got routed, which is fantastic. And these guys are still not coming in for some reason. But anyways, I think I really dropped my balls in terms of micromanagement of all these guys. And here, all four of my Sentinel Great Weapons are actually, even the throwing axes are coming into the back, which is fantastic. And the other thing you want to fight a big ass dragon, or maybe in this case Azak and Varen, is that you just want to kite it. Because on the ground, they are not faster than your Sentinels. But here I decided to just fight Azak straight out, because Azak doesn't have a lot of melee defense, and Sentinel Great Weapon can do a lot of hurt if you get a nice little surround here. And Sentinels has a lot of reach, as you can see. So 2 rows of Sentinels can actually attack Azak, which is fantastic. Alright. And all these guys are about to just basically pour in, and just basically diving onto these pool archers. There you go. Sentinels are charging in onto the Orc Arrow boys, and all the Sentinels are just firing. And here Azak actually got pinned down by the the horde of Sentinels. And Azak is look at the reach of the Sentinels. When you swarm big stuff like this, like so many ranks can attack him, and that's why Azak is really not having a good day. And here these Sentinels are still just giving all this backline a... Oh my gosh, Azak already got killed. Fantastic. This is the power of Sentinels. Like, if you can get nice little swan onto the dragon type unit because of their amazing reach, they can kill that dragon, or in this case Wyvern, so fast. And with that, and even though my Ungors at the front got really beat up, but I still have my Ungors and Bastigors at the back. So all of a sudden, with Azak out of the map, Azak already died, and yeah, this is gonna be a Beastman victory. Alright. So far, my opponent still has a strong infantry block here, but the thing is, Greenskins without leadership is really vulnerable to cycle charge. There you go, there's another Summon Manticore on the battlefield, and Sentigos is just gonna have a field day charging around. And also, as well as these chariots, they're gonna charge around as well. And there's a big Flock of Doom got casted. All of these gonna rout, and there's a mass shatter kicking, and that's it. That's the game. Yep. And there's only a few epic loonies left, and that's it. Alright. So I definitely really enjoyed this type of a Beastman army. I love playing Sentigors, especially I think I love playing Sentigors because they are so fast, and I really like really fast moving heavy hitter like Royal Knights and Sentigors. And the thing about them is that they have perfect vigor, so which means they will never lose any melee stats, which is also very, very good, because fatigue is actually a big thing, and immediate vigor units are always going to be performing really, really well. And I didn't catch the Wag. I have no idea why my opponent didn't pop Wag, because I think maybe he got baited. Because I have to re-watch it, maybe I missed it, but I didn't catch the Wag. Maybe he just afraid of being baited the Wag, but just ended up not popping it. But anyways, and all 4 of these infantry units didn't really participate into the fight until the very late. I'm not sure whether that's on purpose. I think that is not on purpose. I kinda just dropped my balls. Maybe it was the first 2 games of the day or anything, but I'm just glad that things didn't really go south quite quick, and I managed to get a win. And the Chariots did fantastic killing infantry. Sentinel Graven did a lot of hurt as well. Throwing axes untouched the entire game, which is fantastic. Alright, that's it. That's it for this game. And let me know how you guys think about Beastman. I think Beastman at the moment is really, really strong, and it's definitely holding their own against pretty much all factions from my experience so far. And I was pushing with Beastman, and so far I only lost 1 game against a Lizardmanist. So yeah, I definitely think Beastman is so damn strong, and you guys definitely need to try them. And they're not weak, they're actually on the upper level in terms of a tier list. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy the cast. For now, Rockabos signing off.